game situations, game speed repetitions, SEC officials is very, very beneficial for your football team. As a whole, I didn't like our approach. I thought we lacked intensity, gave up way too many big plays defensively. I didn't think we came to play defensively. Too many pre-snap penalties on offense, and again, a lot of teaching moments, a lot of teaching opportunities. Some individuals now are starting to distance themselves from the pack, so we'll go back tonight. We'll grade the film, and we'll start to define people's roles on this football team and moving forward. But again, it's understanding everybody's sore right now. Everyone's going through the middle of camp, and it's that mental conditioning, it's that mental toughness that you have to have within yourself to push yourself, that intensity in which we talk about each and every day. Some good things, but again, we have to take great strides in moving forward. Our practice opportunities are starting to become very, very minimal before our first game, and it's everyone. It's our older players taking accountability to lead the younger players. They have never been through the grind of a college football training camp, and so again, I just was not pleased with our overall mentality and intensity by which it takes to compete at a high level.
What you referenced in just a handful of practices before you kind of get into game week and fall practices, and what are the items that your team has to accomplish, has to take care of in the next few days?
Well, first of all, it's controlling the things that we can control. That's our effort, that's our mentality, that's our fundamentals, that's just our overall intensity and physicality. Those are the things that we can control. Being a disciplined football team, we had way too many pre-snap penalties tonight. I believe we had 5 of them. You can't expect to win football games with pre-snap penalties. Gave up way too many big plays. Defensively, I didn't think we tackled particularly well. Again, a lot of game-like situations coming out, 1-minute drill, 4-minute offense. So a lot of things that, again, digesting not only their assignments and their techniques, but also situational football as well. But again, we're trying to jump the learning curve. And again, I wasn't particularly pleased just with our overall intensity. The last time we came in this great arena, I could feel the intensity, I could feel the excitement. I didn't feel it tonight, and that has to, the shoulder responsibility is our older players, our seniors, the few that we have, our veteran players, but it's everyone. It's everyone taking self-accountability for their actions and getting themselves ready to play.
When you're managing different players or trying to build depth at different positions, how tough then is it to gauge through some of those prisms that you're having to overcome?
Well, again, everyone has to come out and they have to play, and it's game speed repetitions. And, it's just responsibility. And it's every player's responsibility to get themselves ready to play each and every time you step on the football field. As a football player, you never stay the same. You either get better or you either get worse through your habits. Because everything is about conditioning your habits. Everything is habit forming. And so, again, some individuals are starting to distance themselves, and some individuals are kind of enduring. And we can never endure a practice. You don't get better. Some of them are just getting by. You have to embrace it as an opportunity to continue to improve your skill set.
Did Justin Worley step forward tonight?
He did. I thought Justin, again, I see the confidence growing and growing and growing. And I thought Nate Peterman and I thought Josh Dobbs did some great things. But just the overall consistency. And I know they have word bingo going on. And you hear the word consistency all the time, because consistency is what separates average players from good players to great players. Consistency in our snaps. And we're still not there with the accuracy of our snaps, of being perfect to run our offense. Our center's got to step it up with their shotgun snaps. I mean, pre-snap penalties, tackling. We did a lot of special teams live as well. So we have great video evaluation to be able to go back and look at our coverage teams as well.
Big plays, was that an indictment on the defense, or was that more of the offense, getting open, making plays?
Well, it's a combination of both. I thought Josh Malone stepped up. Josh Smith continues to have a very, very good and productive training camp. He made some plays. Jason Crew made some plays. Von Pearson made some plays. So those individuals did a very, very good job. Alden Howard continues to make plays. But again, it's the overall consistency all the time. And I didn't think we played the ball exceptionally well on defense. And we've been playing the ball well all training camp. And again, you have to fight through. As a corner, you're going to give up a big play. That's the nature of the position. It's that snap and clear mentality, play the next play, having short-term memory. And I thought we let a play affect us 3 plays later on down the road, and that's part of that maturation process by which we talk about. And we got a lot of young players reps tonight, which was great to see as well, to really put their identity on film, on video.
What defensively is maybe a schematic overload contributing to some of the struggles, do you think?
Well, yeah, we have a lot of installation in, and it comes down to execution and the downloading of information and being able to play fast. But that's not an excuse. Our older players have actually done a great job of really mentoring the younger players in terms of their assignments and spending time. But again, you have to be able to play fast. And football is a game played by intelligent people. You have to think fast and you have to make split-second decisions.
Butch, do you think you had higher expectations for tonight because you had adjusted the schedule and canceled this morning's session?
Well, yes, but also I understand the grind that these individuals are going through. We had a practice inside a couple days ago, and I thought our intensity was outstanding. We came, it was physical. And, everything so much in today's world of college football and about sport in general is about recovery. It's about the sports science end of it. And everyone wants to talk about fancy waterfalls, and everyone wants to talk about this and that in recruiting. But it's about sports science, and I'm very proud of what we have here at Tennessee. It starts with rest. It starts with nutrition. With Allison Maurer, she does a great job, and it's basically a 5-prong approach that we have in our sports science department. It starts with strength and conditioning. It starts in the training room. It starts in the operations part of it. It starts in the training room, and it starts with academics. And we take great pride in our sports science, and they meet all the time individually to talk about every single player, and it's all about the person's personal growth and development, and we do a great job. It's the hydration. Your pillow and your mouth are very, very important because it's sleeping, it's hydration. I've given you a lot of things to talk about. You're loving it, aren't you?
Love it.
And it's how you take care of your bodies, and it's your hydration, it's your nutrition. And a lot of young players really, really struggle with that end of it. You need 9 hours of sleep. There's a study that's been gone about the percentages of rest in injury prevention, and young players struggle with that. It's getting all the things that championship teams do to take care of yourself.
How much closer are you to naming a quarterback, and are players starting to do what you need them to do to name them?
Yeah, they are, and I'm hoping maybe the next day or two we'll make that decision. I think it's important for our football team and moving forward that they know who the starting quarterback is, and I've been pleased with all 3 individuals lately. They've done a very, very good job of handling the volume of the offense that we have in, but more particularly taking care of the football and making great decisions with the football, having command of the line of scrimmage. So we'll go back tonight. We've charted every single throw every quarterback has made in practice, and we're getting very short to name. Very soon we'll name a star.
How did this night compare to the rest of the summer for Josh Malone? I know you singled him. It seemed like he's had a tough camp so far.
He's had a tough camp, and very proud of him. He fought back. He's been battling some injuries, and I thought tonight he really stepped it up, and so was very encouraged. And Josh Malone is a very prideful individual. He expects to do great things, and it's part of that maturity level is when things don't go quite as the way you plan it, which is life. How do you handle the next snap? How do you bounce back? And I thought he bounced back exceptionally well and was very proud of him tonight moving forward.
Which defense was there? Anybody who stood out in a good way?
I'll know a little bit more when I watch the video. I think it's too soon to look at that, so I'll know a little bit more when I watch the video.
How do you maybe compare what in a scrimmage situation like this one? Obviously, you're coach of the offense and the defense. If a guy makes a big play on offense, was that a good play by him, or was that the defender? That's
Well,
making
there's a
mistake?
lot of things that you look at. First of all, was a big play, was it produced because of a mistake, or was it just a player making a great play and maybe a great throw? And a lot of times, players make plays. Sometimes there's great coverage, and he just goes out and makes a great play. The thing we can't tolerate, the thing that's unacceptable, is big plays that lead to mistakes, blown assignments, lack of technique, lost leverage on the football. Mental errors cost football teams. And so when I look at it, is how was the play made? Was it a player making a great play? Where did the breakdown occur? And that's football. Great players are going to make plays. the thing we can't accept is how were they made? Were they made by a mental error, a missed tackle? And those are all things that I look at when I'm watching.
Was AJ involved as much tonight or not as much still? Or how much
Yeah, AJ was out there, gained some valuable repetitions, again, getting him, game ready. You just can't hold a player back. He has to make sure he's ready to go. And, even though he's played a lot of football for us, he needs those repetitions, which he gained tonight.
Isn't he pretty tough to hold that guy down?
Oh, yeah, he's very competitive. He wants to be in there all the time.
Coach,
How
what
much
do
weight
see
do you
on
give
special
to a
teams?
scrimmage?
Kickers, return game. What do you see from that?
Work in progress. Still nowhere where we need to be with our kick coverage teams. Again, the football endurance. It's been I think, an eye-opening experience for a lot of these young players, first-year players. Of all of a sudden, you're on defense, and now you have to go play special teams as well. And that's the other thing when you talked about overload. Sometimes it's not just the offensive and defensive schemes; it's also special teams and a lot of other things thrown in there as well.
How much weight do you give to a scrimmage compared to a normal practice?
Well, obviously, when you're scrimmaging, the lights are on, and you want to see who can make plays. The other thing is, everything is about your game management. We had coaches up in the press box tonight, so it was a total game situation. So you're also seeing what players can think for themselves out there, how they communicate with each other when the coaches are off the field. So a lot goes into that as well. But it's an overall body of work from practice 1 all the way to practice 29 leading up to the first game.
Butch, I know last time y'all were under the lights here kneeling, a couple of safeties were not in the mix, Cortez and TK. Were they out there tonight?
Yeah, they gained some valuable repetitions, not only on defense, but also in special teams. So we'll go back again and we'll evaluate them just like we'll evaluate everyone.
With so many first-year guys, how important is it to have a big crowd here Saturday to kind of get those jitters out of them already?
Well, it's very important, and I know our fan base will respond. And again, we're going to treat it almost like a preseason game, and there's so many unknowns with this football team. How will they respond when there's people in the stands? Will the stage be too big for them, or do they block it out? That's all clutter and distractions. You always have to focus between the white lines and playing football. So again, it'll be a great evaluation tool for us and see how they compete.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Coach.